All right. And yeah, I'd say and hi to Felicity and Rosita and Z all the way from, so we got UK and Australia in. All right, Deb logged off from work. Sweet. Now
she must work from home. If she just logged off and can play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Lynn. Oh, yeah, Lynn is in what is it? Teeswater, Ontario. So below freezing again tonight. Yikes. We just get used to the craziness, and it just makes life exciting. I'm gonna say that. I'm sticking to that story. That's it. Oh, they had snow yesterday. Okay, so I'm gonna put in the chat links to the step outs that we're gonna do, and so I have two tangles because they came, I think it was a day after each other, both by Cyndi Knapp. And one was yesterday's daily tangle. So if you're following that at all on Facebook, that was there. And I thought, well, they do go together. It came from the same piece of jewelry, so let's do both. But as usual, leave it up to everyone to how you want to construct your work, or if you just want to do it on a sketchbook, and to have fun with it that way, and have fun with it later. Up to you. Oh, I missed one here. Jewelz. Oh. Jewelz is what I missed. I put. Oh, okay. Oh, no, I got it. It was just separated by one thing. Two. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and we'll look at Jewelz first, because that's going to essentially be it'll be the daily tangle for tomorrow, but that I'll be posting it tonight. And then we'll look at the other one. They're similar, and and which is why it's fun to pair them. Okay, so this is a grid pattern. Although, and you'll see in the sample, you don't have to do it on a grid. You could just make it a freestanding, leaving out the grid. You could certainly do that. So it starts with an orb in the center, and then seeds out to each corner. And then here's where we can kind of play with it a little bit. Well, yeah, we can play with it a lot of it all the way through, right?
Yep.
So Cyndi has little straight lines coming out, and hers are going. Mine are a little less than halfway, but I think on hers it's halfway. But you'll see in a minute. And then at the end, a little cluster of orbs. Then the last step is we're connecting the orb cluster to the seeds with a straight line, essentially creating an orb kind of behind all of that. Let me show you Cyndi's. Yes, here. And so here's the piece of jewelry that this was. What is it? A necklace? Yeah, a necklace on Antiques Roadshow that she saw. And so this is the towel that we're doing. See, and in the sample, and of course, you could go more towards her inspiration if you want to, and make those orbs bigger and going to the end of your grid if you wanted to. And like here, I don't really see that line, although it might be there. No, I don't think it is. I think it's just the orbs connect to the seeds, creating that circle around. So that's one of those up to you kind of things. And here is, and for those that were on, this is the class that had a fee on Tuesday, or if you're a club member, which you essentially pay the fee every month. And if you missed it, after this, I will be sending out the replays for that. So if you missed it, you can watch that replay. And so I thought this was interesting that she did it here in in kind of, I mean, it's not doily-esque, but it is, because everything is, well, no, not everything is connected. But
Pretty much.
pretty
Although
much, these
the little dot things aren't.
yeah, and like these little centers, but that's, I mean, it's really, I mean, what a really neat pattern. It's a Zendala for sure.
Yep.
Jen's talking to Sue. maybe there's just connection weirdness just today too. But anyway, this is a really nice format that she has. Okay, and so yeah, so here's her stuff. Yeah, see, she makes a nice orb behind it. I found that I needed to try to not think about it, picture the bigger orb in my head and draw it thinking Halabow behind it. So drawing the orb behind it, I had a little bit more success with than thinking, oh, I'm just drawing a little line here and a little line here and a little line here and praying that they end up looking like an orb. But you see in her sample down here, up here in this corner, she just has them freestanding. So you don't have to do it in the grid if you don't want to. It's kind of a neat tangle that way. All right, so then the other one is this Jewelz. Nope. Jewely. Sorry. And same strokes, just different configuration. This, from the orb in the center, she has the seeds going to the sides of the grid. And then this one, the orbs she has them at the corner. So I flipped up the instructions and I put the orbs in the corner first and then drew the line afterwards. And it's one of those that worked better for me. And I think I was feeling like it was making a little bit more sense for me. And so that's the way I did it. But we have hers that you can look at and you can do it either way. And then, and that's it. And then play. And now let's see. This is it. Okay, so here is the full, or at least a better picture of the necklace. And so you see how the patterns alternate. And I can't tell if it's mirror, if it's something, if that's just like see-through, because I see it looks like there's something behind it almost, but really neat. And then here it is.
Looks like cloisonne enamel.
Oh.
Where they do the gold lines and the things would be like an erased wire, and then they fill the little areas with enamel that they bake. Oh. Maybe I couldn't.
No, I'm gonna have to do. I'll have to. Maybe I'll get it on my phone, and then do the Google Lens, and then it'll bring up other pictures like that, and we'll see what it brings up. Because it's just out of curiosity now. Because it's neat. And then here's her in another Zendala with them alternating. So kind of probably what that necklace would look like, if it was, laid out round-wise. See, Mom's got her worried. I see what she's doing.
Yes, but I'm thinking how to change it.
Oh. Save it for a different one.
Oh, no.
Oh.
But already I like the way the white pen works on the new black.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay. Cool. So this way, so you can see, so this is, to give us ideas on how, if you want to formulate it into, a tile. Oh no, Cassie, we're just going over stuff. You should see the links not too far up. And we're just talking through them. So, and one thing, what's nice is that they're relatively easy. But in here too, I like how she aura'd the seeds as kind of part of the play part. And what I found is I make my seeds too thin, but you can aura it on the outside or in the inside, just depending on how thick or thin they are. This one is
even aura it more than once on that one. To fill in that open space.
Yeah.
And then you could put orbs in between the auras.
You could. Yeah, and then this tile, this is just the feature point. It's in the center, and then she did other tangles around it, so that's kind of fun too, to just make that the center point of it. I think we did this do this one before. Oh, maybe we didn't do squid yet because it's one of those that I need to play with it more. I can't remember. Maybe we did it around holiday time or Halloween time. But anyway. Those are our tangles, And Cassie, if you don't see the step outs, let me know. Like I said, there, here's the first, this is the main one that I'm going to focus on today. And then, and I might alternate. So like what I did in the earlier session was I did those, I did a 9 square grid and put those ones around and, did the Jewel E in the center. I might just alternate them this time because I don't know. Okay, good, Cassie. All right. So, stopping the screen share, and now it's playtime. Oh, let's see. Okay, and then let's see. Well, you just grab it. Take your time, Cassie. I think this one. Oh, I know what I was like. Oh, I remember now what I was going to do with this. I was going to put. I was going to finish it off with this ruffles because I did this. I was going to do the lace with it, and so I was leaving a little bit of room, thinking I would do that on the outside. I probably will. Which that's not helping me because I didn't think past, oh, I'm going to use blue on gray. That's where I have left it. But I do kind of like the idea of well, I'm still going to do it in a grid as a border, but I think I will leave myself more room or not. Okay, we'll go with not. I'm stuck in themes and variations. It's like, okay, let's do similar. Still fun. I think I will do the ruffle because that might turn out neat with this in the blue. All right.
But you're going to wait and do that later.
I'm going to do that later. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not today.
Not at this moment.
No. Although surprisingly, I was shocked at how easy that ruffles was, and then when I was doing this around the edge, and I was like going, I wasn't necessarily paying attention. I was just going kind of back and forth and kind of going up and down.
Beautiful.
And I was like, well, look at how that turned out. Wow. Because I'm thinking, well, this is going to be a hot mess. Just because I wasn't, it doesn't need to be as regimented as, like on the instructions. So I was glad to find that. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna do. Yeah. Although I'm gonna do it all in blue, I think. Yeah.
For some reason tonight, I cannot focus my eyes.
Oh. They hate it when that happens. Okay, orbs in the center. Oh, and this will be fun because then I can use the white highlights. Okay. Oh, and I'm not alternating colors, so I won't. Although I could go light blue, dark blue.
You could.
Well, I just might. So I am gonna alternate. And what I like to do is just kind of not alternate, do all of the same direction at the same time. And no, I'm going to leave the center one off. Right. And I'm alternating. So I'm doing it this way because I'm contemplating, do I want to try it with the darker color or not? And since I don't quite know, I'll just do the ones I do know. Kind of like taking a test. And they always say, answer the questions you know for sure first. Okay, that's always good.
And then I would sit there staring at the paper.
Like, but what if you don't know them first?
Yeah, what if you don't know any of them? You shouldn't be in that room.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to reserve the center for the. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's say, let's just see. Okay, I'm going to give it a whirl. It's only paper, and it's not like I'm going. It's like oh, and oh wait, I can go right over that orb, because since that was an afterthought, I treated it as if, doing 2 shades of blue is going to be some kind of earth shattering something, and will look so horrible or whatever. Zentangle is such a great lesson in not taking yourself too seriously. Just to lighten up, and it's all good.
I have a gentleman in my hand building clay class now who's a retired engineer. Think of your father taking a clay class.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't laugh that way.
First of all, trying to convince him not to measure everything. And in pottery, everything's an experiment.
Oh, okay.
Really hard. He and his wife are taking the class together, so
Oh,
she's there to,
cute.
help
Tell him, don't.
Just breathe. Just
breathe.
It's
okay. Well, and that is what's fun about this, and what could be fun about that is, like, if you look at it as, okay, I'm gonna work to shed this, this or that habit, and not even to shed it, but just like, okay, let me just explore the other side,
explore
of life.
creativity and spontaneity, and
Yeah.
So I've been trying to think of projects like maybe he would use a template to make something, which
Okay.
might be more in his line of kind of stuff he might like to do.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes it's baby steps.
Yeah.
It's like because I know from doing Zentangle, that's in my mind it would be a lot of that. Just little baby steps. It's okay. Okay, so I have decided to do the little lines coming out, and then the orbs kind of one right after another, and then moving on. I don't know why. I just did. Which is what's nice, because you can do it in whatever combination. See, that's that. The pen directly on paper is one thing, because I just remember as a kid and having to write reports and having to handwrite them, and you get all the way to the end and you goof something up and it's like, oh, I start all over, and that was probably, of course, just me, because I wanted it to be perfect. So that that's where that part of getting over myself has been such a nice thing. I'm still going to get there someday, but I get closer.
Nope. Not just you.
Not just me. See, well, and at some point, and Jen is gonna take me up on it when I get this figured out. And maybe I'll have to employ your brain on this. Coming up with a way to do something to do with personality styles and Zentangle.
Oh,
because I'm thinking.
Well, I was going to say this morning, you have some C, right?
Yeah. It's at the top.
C is like your father, right?
Yeah.
And there was something you did or said, and I was going to say, oh, and there's your little bit of your C personality coming out.
I usually do this shape and put it on my forehead when I get in my C mode, my calculating mode, which I just can't escape from. No. Yeah, I remember that was that, and my supportive style is at the top of the chart. I remember reading the book and I was like, oh, I'm so pathetic. And laughing. It's a good pathetic. But but so here's some of the things that I think. I love grid patterns. The one and my guess is, and so I'm thinking of questions to ask that might hint at a style, and it would just be just out of interest, because I'm thinking that those that are on the more I want to say inspirational side, that's the word that we have used, but the more I like to have fun kind of side of things, the people oriented side, maybe are like, no, those grids drive me nuts. So I would think up ways to explore, and then we'll do something fun. Because I like recognizing it's like, oh, there's that part again. And it's one of those, it's not that anything is bad. It's just, oh, that's just the way I am. So, okay, got it. And if I, don't like a certain part of my, how I do things, then at least once what is it? Awareness is the first step, Heather. So, all right, Jessica's in for that too. Actually, what I should do is somehow contact Dr. Rome and say, hey, I got this idea. What do you think? Okay. So now the decision is, I have to do the round things across. Okay, I still have time. I'm buying some more time here while I think. It's like, so if I do this, I guess I do the center. Maybe I'll do both colors in the center. That would be cute. All right. So if you're to the point of doing, yes, am I with the right color? No. If you have all of these, all of the little stems and the little orbs, like I said, this is the part where I'm just like, I'm going to picture the bigger orb behind, and it from the step out, it looks like it's coming from in between, the two orbs on the side. So it's like, I'm just going to start there and we'll just see. And also it seems like too, I don't need to curve it that much, but I'm thinking on the lines of one stroke, not each individual little curve line. It's still kind of more of a squared orb, but that's all right, it's okay. And then also just trying to not think too much about it. That's the other challenge. And if it doesn't exactly get into those little, meet up, as long as it's, I think, touching, I'm going to call it good.
Yeah, mine's so small that I have just a dot. And I put my orbs up at the furthest line.
At the top, yeah.
And it's amazing what that little circle behind it makes a difference.
Yeah.
It just looks like it was missing something, and then when you said that, I thought, oh, that's what it's missing.
And I like to add doing that in the white.
Yeah, with
everything
else is in color.
Yeah.
We shall see how it ends up. We don't know.
And said, if you're using the moon glow, and I'm trying to remember which one it was.
Well, these are the ones I've got out now are the old moonlight, and they're like neon.
Yeah. So if we get a black light, then it'll glow.
Oh, I'll run right out and get one.
Well,
my dilemma is, do I want to put, like you're doing, just one of the other design in the middle?
Oh.
I was thinking of doing it alternating, but I might not.
Right.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Yes, I'm in class. Okay, be careful. All right. All right, bye. He's telling me that he's heading out, so good. All right, light. Well, maybe. Oh no, that's right, because this is going the opposite. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do. No, luckily, can go over that. Okay, so this is the second one that I'm doing. Putting the. What was this one? This one is Jewel E. The first one was Jewelz. Which is funny because my friend. Well, let's see. No, I have a couple friends named Julie, and sometimes they go by Jewelz as for short. So that I'm trying to say, because it's not spelled as the name is, and I was trying to make it have it be differentiated. Not working. Okay, and then we get to decorate however you want. As you get them done, I'm thinking, do I want to do them differently than I did before? Don't know. Okay. Oh, and that's right. In this one, orbs in the corners. And I noticed, they don't have to. I was trying to get them to touch like in the center and then to the sides. And I could, wow, gosh, that made that one a little too big. Well, and then in hindsight, well, apparently, no, I didn't. It looks just as big as the other ones that I made. Okay. And then this one, I found it easier to do the straight line from the orbs down to the center, because that way, if they were off a little bit, then it was easier to adjust versus going from the orb out to the center orb to the outer orbs. And I think this one I will also do the aura. Like I said, see, mine are so thin, it's going to have to go to the outside. There we go. And oh, I love it when something at first is like, I don't know, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that looks neat. Okay. And let's see, other decorating ideas besides regular shading, which shading is nice where you could do put some on either side of the seeds, and then keeping the natural tile color in the center, or adding the white. That if you're using something that's toned, then you can easily do that. I think I'm gonna just because I haven't had enough line dot today. I'm gonna do that in the middle. But you could do anything. On my earlier one I did orbs in the center. I'm almost thinking, well, either that or you could do little straight lines. Also, let's see if you can see in the individual sections, decided to aura the empty space that's here. And some of them, just because some are a little tighter than others depending on how far out I did the little orbs, but it's still didn't finish that one. Something called me away mid drawing. How can that happen? There we go. Oh, I think I got all of them. But I was going to maybe come back with, some straight lines or something like that in those. But it kind of adds a neat effect. It just needed something because even this is just like, it just feels a little empty. But that's okay too. And okay, so I'm doing from the center. Oops, don't have to move it for that. And then just making sure it's like, I want to get all of the, being that I was alternating pen color. And this one, I wasn't alternating for each little thing like I did earlier. This is like an evening tangle. It's calming because it's blue. And then and I'm not thinking every other color. Those look like butterflies, Mom.
A little bit.
Just because the outer is more separated.
Right. Well, we should mention to everybody, I opened a new package of black Zendalas.
Oh yeah.
And I happen to have a few old ones in a tin, and this must be the new paper because it's much slicker and stiffer, and it doesn't it probably, if anybody's doing the embossing where you use a ballpoint pen that doesn't work anymore, or a ball stylus, and you make an impression on the paper and then go over it with chalk pencil, it probably would not work as well on these new ones because the paper isn't as soft as the old ones. So if that's a technique you like to use a lot, you're out of luck.
Oh, well, you see, and yet, I would say you have a whole outer edge there. You could play with that and let us know. Wait, is that one of the new ones?
Yeah, this is the new one.
Okay.
And the white went on much nicer. The colors are going on nicer.
Nice.
It's just a nicer surface for what I'm doing.
Oh, I like this. I'm just putting straight lines in the center of this one. And I like it a lot. And let's see. Oh, I must have put it away. I did. Boy, look at me putting things away and everything.
How dare you?
I know. And I can find it? What? Oh, I think this needs a little sharpen. And well, I'm just thinking if there's something else that I might want to do for shading before I get started, but I think I'm going to do the petals and just try to do a little. Oh, that's right. I can do, and I'll add the white.
To me, what I'm doing has a very folk art look.
Oh, yes, it does.
It reminds me like of the Ukrainian egg designs. Or something. But I'm enjoying.
Or like toll painting? Not really.
Not really. Like just folk art, where old folks do this.
Is that what they call it, folk art?
Yeah, it's just for old folks. Well, it has and actually a lot of Zentangle it has like stylized designs and things, and usually it's sort of non-representational because it's patterns and stuff.
Yeah,
anyway, that's what
I like
it's
the
making
colors
me think
though.
of. Yeah, I'm having fun.
Yeah, that's what matters.
It
Is that we all
is.
have fun. We all have fun, and we like what we do.
Yeah.
All right. Oh no. Wow, and even without using without using the Tortillion yet, it kind of is having a nice look. So I'm going to use the chalk pencil, the white that came with the set, just cause. Oh, and actually, yeah, I'm going to end up going back and let's see. I know I've got something with a lot of blue. Okay, here. Oh yeah, Jen, old folk art, along with the old. Oh, we could do. Oh, see, that would be it. That would be a something.
What?
Old folk art tangling with old folk music. Just don't say it 10 times fast.
No, can't even say it once.
No, barely. Let's see. Yes, me likey. Good. Oh, thanks, Catherine. My quintet. We're maybe going to do some folk music, and somebody brought up Peter, Paul, and Mary, and then the next word out of somebody else's mouth was, "Oh, let's do Puff the Magic Dragon." I'm like, no, let's not.
Because that makes you sad.
Because I was like, I can't handle that song. I said, I can start crying almost like Amazing Grace. Give me 2 notes, and that's it. I'm gone. Gosh. And it's probably all because of the stupid cartoon about it, and it helped me visualize the whole story. And I'm like, no, no, poor dragon. Let's play forever. That's probably why I'm like, embody the Toys R Us theme that, to never grow up. Oh no, that's the I don't want to grow up. Peter Pan, it's never.
Right.
Oh. This. Okay, Cassie. Well, you'll have to. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Oh, I feel good. Thank you. I always just feel like I'm such a sap. And then, because, well, I'll tell you. So my parents' song is 500 miles. And so I think at your anniversary party, the dad had it running with the video or something, the whole day. And I was like going, I can't even go in this, because I was like, I'd always seem to hit it right. And it was, I'm like, oh. I love how this changes color when, and even if let me just do, well, actually, let me do it on the back.
Are you on the white?
No, I'm on the gray.
Oh, on the gray.
But I don't know if this can be seen, and I don't really have white on here, but just look at how it just changes color when you use the Tortillion.
It's not really changing color. It's just a shade.
True.
A very,
yeah. It's just, it's neat that it's not staying the same.
Yeah, it's a really nice effect.
Yeah. Well, then too, it's just kind of like reminds me, it's like, always, that's why they made the backs of tiles.
Yes.
So we can play and test.
Some of the backs of mine look better than the fronts of mine.
Because like a lot of times, just adding the white to it, of course, would change it. But that's why I wanted to just look at it on the back without doing that. And it just makes it this really nice blue, because I get nervous. It's like, oh, look at how dark that is. And then remembering, oh, no, just rub it in a little bit, and it looks a lot better. Yeah, and this is the indigo blue from the Generals set, because I was looking at the lighter ones and then remembering, I'm like, oh, I should do lighter. And then remembering how neat this one comes out. Oh, these look so shiny.
I gave my brother a tile, and it had scribbling on the back. And he said, "What's this? Did you try to sign it?" I was going to say no. And I went, "No, wait, I did. I signed it in my doctor's signature."
There you go. There you go.
Because it was just a bunch of squiggly lines. I had totally forgotten it was on there. And I said, no, I just practicing my doctor's signature.
All right. Yeah. It's like, why didn't I just do all of this white at one time and then, okay.
Be too easy.
That would. Gosh, that's so neat. I love that it also, I mean, for me anyway, it just never gets old. And obviously for everyone too. It's like just the transformations that happen as we're playing. That's what keeps us all addicted. And now I'm thinking, well, I was, I like this blue, but now I'm feeling like, well, maybe I'll go outside of my Delft idea, and maybe it needs to have some gold or something, because Delft is just blues and white.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'm gonna contemplate my commitment.
Well, it could be Heather's Delft.
That's right. Well, Delft-esque. Or just blue and white with other things. Oh, neat. And now the center causes a quandary. Oh. See, some of me. Well, you know what though? Well, say if I'm sticking with that theme, I wouldn't have graphite. But that's all right. I can break my own rules.
You make them, you can break them.
That's right. Oh, that looks really neat. It's so festive. And I like, not necessarily doing, or like the alternating in the different boxes.
Yes, it just fills it up.
Yeah. What was your first thought that you said that then you had to figure out how to change it?
I like the one that Alyssa did. I think Alyssa did it.
Yes.
And the one that the original person did, where they did it in a circle, but they did the squares going around, and they were separated a little bit.
Okay.
So that was the effect I wanted to get. But I like what I did. It's okay.
No, it looks nice.
I'm just thinking, am I done? No, we have time left. I gotta keep going.
Yeah, so what else can you add?
Oh, I can.
What other colors?
Yeah, I don't want to add any more colors.
Oh, let's see. Well, I do know. I'm going
Purple.
No, I did purple earlier.
No, I meant Sherry. Put purple in it.
Oh, yeah, I like to, I picked, I made sure I had 4 colors that worked. And then I'm just sticking with those colors. I had a lady that took, we did the little domino books yesterday, and had a lady that took the class when we did the domino necklaces, and she did purple, and she wore the necklace and earrings to this class, and her book was purple. So she is one of those, she's a purple
I
person.
have a friend, yeah, it's like that, yeah, everything purple.
And I was joking with her because we used to have a lady that would, well, she'd buy a shirt or a top somewhere, and then she'd come to our creation station class and make a necklace and earrings that matched it. And so when she came to this lady, the lady yesterday, she had this, just a plain purple, t-shirty, long, a nice shirt.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I said, did you go out and buy that special so you could wear your purple jewelry with it? I said, oh no, I had this. I could have guessed that.
Well, I'm coloring in my orbs. I was just debating on these, but I think I will. Oops, wrong. Nope, right color. And just adding some shine. I'm channeling my inner Rosemary.
She's not. Was she on this morning?
You know what? I don't remember. And she's not on tonight. Yeah. So now it looks like olives.
Sometimes people have other things to do, I guess.
I
don't
can't imagine
that, but
like work. Although you know what? Well,
because Joyce made sure to tell John that I have to be on with your mother and sister in the morning. So, well, and her husband had physical therapy too, so she just wanted to know that they wouldn't be available till lunchtime or after lunch.
No, she could have just put him to work and.
Yeah. So I guess he wasn't there all day because he didn't go until after lunch sometime. He had to get a new post for the mailbox. It wouldn't fit in his car, so he had to come back and get the truck.
Oh, no.
Oh, now see, I did this, and now I think I need more white in the middle.
Oh, wow. That just like brightened the whole thing up. I'm just picturing we could plug that in. What about putting a little white dots inside of your orbs?
In the center centers?
In the orbs that are on the sticks.
Yes, I'll do this first.
Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, I decided I'm going to stick with the whole Delft thing. Although I did realize, when you're coloring in orbs that are clustered and you want to kind of define them, when you're coloring them in all the same color. So I'm adding a little bit darker blue around the outside to see if that will define them a little bit. They look like blue olives to me, but that's okay. And let's see, and I left the little shine part, but
Is this what you meant, Heather? In these little orbs?
Yeah, blueberries. That's it. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, just either filled in or just a dot.
Yeah, that does help to just make it better.
Yeah, and I leave the little shine and then put the white on top of it. Well, because it's gray, so it's not going to have the white. But sometimes it's nice to just leave that somewhat as a marker, but then also that way the white isn't soaking up the pigment from the pen and all of that goes with it. Oh, did I get them all? Oh, I think I did. No! That looks neat. And I say, and well, it's just, I know it is just my screen. It looks tan versus gray. If I move it to my other screen, it looks different.
That's
Does
why
it? Okay.
I had to ask, because it looks tannish.
Yeah. It's just this silly. No, it flashed for a minute and then it looks okay. Yeah, so yeah, here's tan against it.
Oh yeah, big difference.
It's just, and there's the white. It's just the way it is. It's okay. I think it still looks neat too. So yeah, thanks again, Catherine. And I said I would need something to do in my other little orbs, and maybe I think a little dot of white. Maybe fill them in with white.
Oh, I think that would look good.
Yeah, because they're so small.
Right. It would tie it in sort of with the other ones, but yeah, no, I think that's a very good idea.
Okay, good.
Ah.
As soon as, okay.
Where's my black pen?
Uh-oh.
Just started putting the white in the wrong orbs. I mean, I'm putting dots in the wrong band. That's okay. Look how easy it fixes it.
See, and I'm just putting, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm just putting little dots. I'm not trying to fill it in.
Right.
Because I also don't, yeah.
That's all it takes.
Very, very cool. All right, we might have to. I think I have to do a Delft inspired class. I know. I think Stephanie, that was in our class, does something like that.
What?
A Delft inspired.
Yes, she does. She's Dutch.
She is. Yeah, I was gonna say, but that's where
she's from. Dutch and lives in Holland.
And so she can.
Yes.
Oh, I just went on the line. Okay. Well, I still think I need to do a little something, but I don't know what that is, but I'm pretty tickled with the way it's looking right now.
I like that. That really brightens up the whole thing.
Yeah, because it needs to have some kind of dimension. And though, now if I do the ruffle thing on the outside, that will look neat.
It would.
And I think I will do that.
That would definitely look neat.
Yeah, because we want to see what everybody did.
Is it that time already?
It is. It is. I'm so excited. All right, so everyone who wants to open up their webcams and share. All right. So we need. Oh, neat. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, I like that, Lynn. Lynn just turned it into a flower. I mean, it looks flowery already, but neat ideas. Oh, and I like that, Sharon. Oh my gosh, these are gorgeous.
Oh yeah, Lynn made hers into a bunch of flowers.
Yeah, yeah, and like I said, instead of doing it on a grid, oh, that's neat.
Oh, look at Alyssa's. There's always one of these smart alecks in the class.
That's so cute. Oh, and Tom and Carla.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Sue, where's yours? We see your camera, but we don't see your picture.
And I like Felicity's in that. Look at it with the print top.
Yes.
So it looks like a swirl and the colors. And Shirley, Shirley did a little Delfty too.
I think she was hurrying up to finish hers. Yes, she was. See?
Yeah.
She was, right. Oh no, I know she was moving her camera.
Oh, moving the camera. Yeah. So hold them. Oh, and so here I like yours too. I like everybody's.
Everybody
so nice. Oh, these are gorgeous. All right, so if that's everyone, I'll give a warning here. All right, so hold them steady, and if hold on, let me do the right thing. Not Control Alt Delete, Heather. Oh my gosh. All right, let me make sure I got it. These are so nice. And and they so looking at Tom and Carla's.
Did you get it?
Yep, I think I did. Hold on. Yes, I did. Okay. Yay! They can look quilty. Yeah. Just from the nature of the pattern. Okay, so let me share my screen.
Yeah. Well, like this morning, somebody had one that looked Christmassy because they used red and green.
Yeah.
And Catherine said that Sharon's looked Celtic or Celtic. Celtic, however you want to say it. Yeah. And again, it's a lot of it's the color and how you decorate it, and it's just really, really neat.
Okay, and Jessica, I got yours on the second. Yeah, I got yours on a second one there. So I got you so that way you don't have to hold it. And I see a kitty on the chair. Okay, is it sharing? It is. Okay, so let me move this up a little bit. Oh, and Lynn's ended up turning out blur. This is the nature of the screen share. So if you're not on the, let me move it up a little bit. Oh, you can sort of see the bottom names. If you're not on the Facebook group, you can email it to me. Let me put this in. Oh, it's saying Jessica. Yeah, I got yours. So that way you don't have to hold it up if you don't want to.
Where is it?
Oh, it's in the regular screen. So you'd have to look on top of. I'm pointing as if you can see. I think all of the pictures are on top of the screen share. But I like that she just did like step outs. Oh, here, let me stop, and then so you can see.
Oh,
that's cool. Oh, I like it in that ribbon too. That's really neat.
But is that did you get that in the whole page?
No, I got it separately. So
separately, and you'll add it.
Separately, I'll add it in afterwards. Yeah.
Okay.
So let me share again. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't want your arms to fall off, Jessica, just so that way you know that I got it. But yeah, it looks really neat. And Sharon, did you use a dimensional pen? I wonder, because it looked when you were moving it, it looked like it was raised. But that's just so
I used
neat.
glaze pens.
Oh, okay, the glaze, yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's nice when they're not old and they work.
Yeah, it's nice when they work.
Yeah. But these are gorgeous. They really are.